tips for you. I had a request from a viewer who wants to know how best to brush out tangles. So we're going to talk about that today. And what I would like to recommend is, first of all, try to prevent them if you can. It's very easy to get your long hair tangled up, and I did a video about protecting it when you go to sleep by keeping it in section ponytails with a very soft, silky scrunchie. You might want to check that out. But sometimes, as much as we try to prevent them by putting our hair in a ponytail or a bun or whatever, sometimes you just can't help it. Like if you wear a sweatshirt with a hood or a sweater with a hood, sometimes having that hood in the back where your long hair hangs back down on it and moves back and forth can really cause a nice tangled mess in the back of your neck, especially where that hair is really soft and a lot finer. And by the end of the day, all of a sudden, you've got a nice clump. So first, what you should try first is grab your natural bristle brush, boar's bristle, like I talked about also in a prior video. You always want to use a natural bristle brush because it's very soft. It won't pull your hair out. It shines the hair, distributes the oil. It's wonderful for your hair. And you start trying to brush small sections of your tangle, starting at the bottom, and you brush it like this at the bottom, and then you just move up the hair, and then you move up closer to the head. Okay, so you go from the bottom to the scalp. All the while you're doing that, you're trying to separate the tangle, and you're working it out with your fingers as you're doing it, okay? Sometimes that doesn't work either, and you really don't want to keep yanking and pulling on your hair. You will be pulling out your hairs, and you will be causing breakage. So what you need to do, if that's the case, is go to the sink and wet that area of your hair. Dampen it as much as you can, pat it dry a little bit, and spray it with a detangler. And this one I've got is just Johnson & Johnson's No More Tangles. I've had it for years, and when I have, you know, a knotty situation, I will grab that. And the reason I recommend these children's detanglers is they really work well. And it doesn't matter what brand you buy. They just tend to work better than I've found those adult detanglers that you just spray and leave in. So you saturate that spot where you've got that nice little matted mess, and you rub it in with your fingers, and you work it in good. And then so now that you've got your detangler nice and saturated in your hair, I want you to use a wide tooth comb to start working your tangles out. And you'll start at the bottom, and you'll work that way. You'll go like this against your hand. You want to hold the hair in your hand because you don't want to be pulling it from your head and just ripping it through your hair. So you want to grab that piece that you're working on. You want to hold it in your hand, and you want to start combing it on your hair. And then you want to go up further and up further until you get to the scalp. And you'll do that with the next area. And the entire time you're doing it, you know, you're trying to pull it apart with your hands. You're trying to work the tangle out just like you would a puzzle, and then combing out little pieces of it with your wide tooth comb, because you'll avoid breakage that way, and it's the best thing to get through all the tangles. Okay? And when you're done, hopefully you'll try to have that not happen again. But I know we can't avoid that. So I hope you liked our tip, my tip for today, on how to brush through your tangles. And please subscribe because we have lots more coming, and I always love your comments, and I try to get back to everybody as soon as I can. Okay, thank you. See you again. Bye now.